Okay, let's talk about the attempted assassination of Donald Trump yesterday. Got a bunch of people in comment sections from videos that I made yesterday, hours before the shooting, asking what my thoughts were, asking why I'm not making a video about it last night. Got people in my messages, and I'm going to give you my sentiment on what happened yesterday at the end of this video. First, we're going to talk about a few things. Now, I don't know if this comment is going to carry, the comment bubble is going to carry through the whole video, because when it's a longer video, sometimes they don't carry all the way through, but the comment here is from that bald guy, and you should be able to click down here where it says reply to that bald guy, and you should be able to go see this comment. Comment says, let's see the video on Trump getting shot at. Everyone on the left has blood on their hands now. They caused all this hate. Can't wait to hear you all defend it. What's really ironic about that statement right off the bat, and once again, I'm going to give you my sentiment at the end of this video about the Trump shooting, but what's really ironic about that statement right off the bat is this morning's On This Day video was a guy asking me to come to Sturgis because he had a body bag waiting for me. Literally, go watch the video. I posted it before I made this one. A guy telling me to come to Sturgis because he wanted to get me into a body bag. And the left has blood on their hands. Okay. So, the reason why I didn't make a video yesterday, typically I don't make videos at night. I make videos during the day, and I don't make videos at night because I'm spending time with my family. And the reason why I didn't leave spending time with my family to go make a video about this very important news story is because the information that was flying around was unable to be corroborated. By the time my head hit the pillow last night, we had heard that Trump was shot in the ear and nobody else was hurt. Trump was shot in the ear and one other person was hurt. Trump was shot in the ear and two other people were hurt, one dead, one critically wounded. Trump wasn't shot in the ear, that he was hit by a fragment of his teleprompter and two other people were hurt. That the FBI took out the shooter and he was in the stands, and we saw a video of a bloodied body being dragged out of the stands with like a t-shirt or a towel over their face so that you couldn't see them. Heard that the shooter was 400 yards away. Then I heard the shooter was 150 yards away. Then I heard that there were multiple shooters and that they were on the roof and that other people were seeing them crawl on the roof and they were pointing to them and telling the Secret Service agents. And that's the point, is in the immediate aftermath of something like this, stories start flying around and you have no idea what's true and what's not true. So the best thing to do is just to report the news. Hey, it has been reported that a shooting occurred at a Trump rally, and then let the information from the law enforcement agents come out before we start speculating on what happened. So it is now 7:43 a.m. Chicago time, Central Time, and this article that I'm about to show you is from an hour ago. You know what? Let's just pause that for a second. First things first, I had somebody in my messages blaming me for this. Look at this. From Sawed Off Steve. So you SOB threatening Trump supporters and Trump life, maybe the FBI visit you. There's some quality English right there. But listen, Steve, if you think the FBI should visit me, then you should give them a call. And I'm not being facetious when I say that. If you believe the FBI should visit me this morning, then call them. And here's why I'm so confident in telling you to call them. Because I know for a fact that I have never made a single post on any social media site. You can't find a single Facebook post, tweet, Instagram post, YouTube video, TikTok video, Clapper video, or Truth Social post in which I called for the violence, called for any violence against any elected official. You can't find it in either of the two podcasts that I host. You can't find it in any of the half dozen podcasts that I've appeared on. You can't find it in the Chicago Tribune article that I've appeared in the AARP article I've appeared in the Daily Herald article that I've appeared in. You cannot find it because it does not exist. What you will find, if you did any amount of digging into my content on this app, is me calling for Maxine Waters to resign when she, in my opinion, incited violence, when she told liberals to get in the faces of conservatives no matter where they were in public spaces. I said there's no place for that in our body politic, and she should not hold the seat that she was in. Now, here's what we know so far. This is from the FBI an hour ago. It's from the BBC an hour ago, and it's what we know from the FBI. It's the latest. What we know so far about Trump shooting suspect Thomas Matthew Crooks. They've identified him. The FBI has named the man who shot at Donald Trump at a campaign rally as Thomas Matthew Crooks. Crooks is alleged to have opened fire while the former president was addressing a crowd in Butler, Pennsylvania, leaving one audience member dead and 2 others badly hurt. The 20-year-old was shot dead at the scene by Secret Service sniper, officials said. In a statement by the FBI, the FBI said Crooks was the subject involved in the assassination attempt on the former president, and that an active investigation was underway. He had not been carrying ID, so investigators had to use DNA to identify him. He was from Bethel Park in Pennsylvania, about 43 miles from Butler, the site of the attempted assassination, and appears to have graduated in 2022 from Bethel Park High School, according to the Pittsburgh Tribune-Review newspaper. State voter records show that Crooks was a registered Republican, and he is also reported to have donated $15 to liberal campaign group Act Blue in 2021. Agencies are investigating his motive and whether anybody else was involved. Quote, "We do not currently have an identified motive," said Kevin Rojek, FBI Pittsburgh special agent in charge at a briefing on Saturday night. Speaking to CNN, Crooks' father, Matthew Crooks, said he was trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but would wait until I talk to law enforcement before I speak about his son. So, we know a name. We know that he got shot by Secret Service snipers. We know that he shot 3 people outside of the president. We still don't know if the president got shot by a bullet or was hit by a fragment. It doesn't matter. Either way, there's no place for this. And the fact that this guy is no longer breathing is actually a good thing. We know that he was a registered Republican, and we know that he gave $15 to a liberal group 3 years ago. Now, what's my sentiment on it? Well, as I've told you, there's no place for violence anywhere in our politics. And anybody who foments violence has no place in our body politic. Hence the reason why I said Maxine Waters should resign when she said that we should be getting in the faces of people in public places in order to make them feel uncomfortable. That foments violence. Just like I thought Donald Trump should step down when he was encouraging his crowd to get violent in 2016 over and over again. But my sentiment towards this shooting, I think, can best be summed up using Trump's own words. At one point in time, Trump was scheduled to speak at an event in Iowa, and right before he spoke there was a shooting. And so before he gave his scheduled remarks, he was asked to speak on the shooting. And I think that his sentiment towards that shooting sums up my sentiment towards this shooting perfectly.
Terrible thing that happened, and it's just horrible to see that happening. That's just horrible. So surprising to see it here. But we have to get over it. We have to move forward. We have to.
It's pretty much how I feel. It's a terrible thing. Hate to see it happen. Hate to see it happen here. We got to get over it. We got to move on. Let me put it to you guys another way, maybe a way that you guys could better understand, since this is another mindset that you guys carry. Why are you focusing on this shooting? Don't all shootings matter?